Kids.
The cleverness of the goat and her 7 kids. Amidst the lush green forest, where tall trees touched the sky and birds chirping made the atmosphere musical, there lived a goat with her 7 adorable kids at the foot of a small hill. The kids were named Bablu, Chintu, Mintu, Pinky, Roshi, Soni, and the youngest, Monu. The goat took great care of her children. She knew the forest was full of dangerous animals, especially the cunning wolf, who always tricked innocent animals to prey on them. The goat always taught her children to stay alert. She often said, "You must use your wits. Danger can arise in the forest at any moment. The wolf is very cunning, but you must be even smarter." One morning, the goat had to go to the village on the other side of the forest to fetch some important supplies. She knew it wouldn't be safe to leave the kids alone, so she gave them strict instructions. She said, "Children, I am going to the market for a while. Keep the door shut until I return. Don't open it for anyone, no matter how hard they knock. If someone comes, first recognize my voice and check for my white feet. The wolf is very clever and can mimic my voice, but he cannot disguise his feet like mine. Remember, don't open the door until you see my white feet." The kids nodded, carefully listening to their mother's words, and shut the door. The goat patted their heads lovingly and set off for the market. Nearby, hiding in the shade of a tree, the cunning wolf was listening to everything. His eyes gleamed with hunger and cleverness. He thought, "This is a great opportunity. The goat is going to the market, and her 7 little kids are left alone at home. If I speak in their mother's voice, they'll open the door, and I can easily devour them." The wolf, excited by his plan, headed straight for the goat's house. Reaching the house, he tried to imitate the goat's voice. However, the wolf's voice was deep and terrifying. He knocked on the door and said, "Children, open the door. I'm your mother. Look, I'm back with the supplies." The kids inside heard the voice, but Bablu found it strange. He said to his younger brother Monu, "This voice doesn't sound like our mother's." Monu, being cautious too, said, "Mother told us to check her voice and then her feet." All the kids peeked through the gap under the door. They saw the feet of the animal outside were black, but their mother's feet were white. Chintu whispered, "This isn't our mother, it's the wolf." All the kids became frightened, but they didn't open the door and quietly sat together. The wolf became angry and frustrated. His clever plan was failing. "Why don't you believe my voice?" he growled from outside. Mintu bravely replied, "Because your feet are not white. Our mother's feet are white." The wolf was now deeply troubled. He thought, "The voice is right, but these feet. I must do something about it." Then, he came up with another clever plan. The wolf quickly ran to a nearby pond. Reaching the pond, he covered his feet with mud, so they would look white. Then, he went to a dry tree and washed his throat with water to make his voice softer and sweeter, just like the goat's. Once he felt his plan was ready, he headed back to the goat's house. This time, he was at his most cunning. He knocked gently on the door and said in a sweet, soft voice, "Children, I'm back. Look, I've brought you sweet fruits and fresh grass. Now, open the door." Hearing the voice inside, the kids were confused. This voice sounded exactly like their mother's, but they remembered their mother's words. The youngest, Monu, said again, "Let's check her feet first." All the kids peeked under the door again. This time, they saw white feet. The kids were now convinced that it must be their mother. Bablu said to the others, "It's definitely mother. Let's open the door." But Monu was still cautious. He said, "No, wait. I'm still suspicious. Whenever mother goes out, she hums a particular tune. Let's ask her to sing it. Bablu called out from inside, Mother, can you sing your song for us? The wolf, who had planned everything until now, became furious. He had never heard the goat's song. He shouted angrily, No song, just open the door. The kids recognized his panic and realized that it was indeed the wolf. They quickly hid in the corners of the house and piled heavy objects behind the door so the wolf couldn't get in. At the same time, the real goat was returning after finishing her errands. As she approached the house, she saw the wolf trying to forcefully push open the door. The goat became furious. She shook her horns violently and charged at the wolf with all her strength. The wolf, seeing the goat coming, got scared and ran for his life. The goat chased him far away, teaching him a lesson. Trembling with fear, the wolf fled deep into the forest and swore never to return. The goat returned home, and the kids narrated the whole story to her. The goat praised the kids for their alertness and cleverness. She said, You all acted very wisely. No matter how clever the wolf is, if we stay alert and smart, he can never fool us. From that day onwards, the kids always remained cautious and never trusted anyone blindly. Moral: this story teaches us that when faced with danger, one should always act wisely and stay alert. No matter how cunning someone is, if we use our intelligence and judgment correctly, we can avoid any trouble.